Right, hello everybody and welcome to the Stevie channel. Today we're going to be reacting or looking back at Leinster versus Sharks. Sharks are a bit of a disaster at the moment, if we're being brutally honest. And not because they lost to Leinster in the quarterfinals, because you can kind of go with that. You can kind of understand that, it's always been mission impossible. As a franchise, as a union, I think we're looking at, right now, if you look at that picture, you're looking at the Sharks over here, and you're looking at Leinster over there. That is what the Sharks want to become. The Sharks want to become an institution like Leinster at the moment. They want to be able to rotate. They want to be able to have this sort of bank of players, a squad of players, which are all aligned so that you can sort of move in and out of players, rotate people around, and still be highly competitive. They don't have that at the moment. There's no fluence, there's no consistency with the Sharks side. And this Leinster side are very impressive. But for me, what's more impressive than their top 23, which is basically Ireland 23 minus a couple of extra players who were sort of playing around at Connacht, Ulster, and Munster, is that they've got so much depth. I mean, for example, Harry Byrne was absolutely brilliant, and he's their third choice fly half. And you've still got Sam Prendergast coming through. But also on a side note, can we just talk about the crowd? The fact that South Africans always get sort of that stick about small crowds, but we're in big stadiums, and now in the Aviva Stadium, dreadful crowd, absolutely dreadful crowd. It was a good start for the Sharks though, because this man Grant Williams is absolutely electric. Bang, straight through the middle, and off he goes. And he's got, look at that pace. He is so quick. He is absolutely lethal if you give him half a gap. It'd be very interesting to see if he is in the Springboks plan, whether he might be going to play into France. Probably not. I think he probably finds himself down at fourth choice, but maybe could be a bit of a Springbok bolter. We skipped the first two tries here from Leinster, which, with the highlights, we'll go back and look. But, I mean, that's such good awareness. So right now, Makazole Mapimpi is in the bin, and that's where he would be. That is so that space where he's about to run in, that's where Makazole Mapimpi would be. So Apple Defense is desperately trying to cover here. It's a great little kick in behind from Harry Byrne, though, who I was very impressed with. But we're now about to look at the tackle from Makazole Mapimpi, and it's disappointing. And this is the thing. I spoke about it on the watch log when we did it. When you get to these sort of occasions, these kind of results, you need your big players to step up. You need them to put their hands up. And yes, it is Caden Doris, but this is a dreadful attempt of a tackle. It's a horrible tackle. He's gone high. He's no chance of ever stopping him. He's conceded a yellow card. And they concede, I think, 3 tries whilst he's off. Game done. And, from a Springbok wing, you need him to be a bit better than that. You need him to be at his best. You're relying on your big players, your solid players, your stars to carry you through during these sort of situations. And so, to have that yellow card was very frustrating. And over here, a couple of phases. Again, for me, this is just a bit too easy, Thomas Satoy probably a little bit slow getting back there, and bang, over Michael Milner goes. There's Schabran Krobler. And as we said earlier, they were 21 points up after about 25 minutes. Over here, then it just... you look at some of the Sharks' systems. Now, over here, so many Leinster players. So many Leinster players. You're looking at over here and you're thinking, how have you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Sharks players on the right-hand side to just Kieran Crawley? 6 Sharks players to 1 Leinster player. That is a structural mistake. That is a defensive error that whoever's organised the defence has completely missed out on. Now, more to the point, early on in the game, they looked to try and deploy a bit of a rush defence. Now, over here, you've got Sika Mozinoche, who's not slow. This is Tuka, who's not slow, but not a backline sort of type of pace. You've got Oxenchair involved over there. So if it's Tuka, Mozinoche makes the tackle, fine, cool. You've got Carly Sardi there. Now, he's saying, guys, shift across here. You've got your 2 props, a centre and a wing, marking about 5 or 6 about 5 backline players and Caden Doris. So Harry Byrne's got so much time on the ball. Kiwa's got so much time on the ball, and it's just a simple draw and pass in the end of the day. It's a complete mismatch. They get it horribly, horribly wrong. And they get punished for it. And those are sort of things that, you sit there thinking, well, a defensive system error. Joey Mangala, one of the best up-and-coming defensive coaches in the country, currently coaching Curry Cup. Is that not where he should be? And I think the answer is yes, to be honest. I think that if the Sharks are serious about next season, they need to get Mangala back into this URC side, get him working with John Plumtree, and fix this defensive system. Grant Williams a little bit over here. Another little really exciting contribution from him. He spots a little space. And him and Ryan Jansen van Rensburg, you can see there's a little bit of a look there. There's a bit of communication. Bang, he goes himself. Good supporting line there from Ryan Jansen van Rensburg. He goes over. For me, one of the keys to have a good season next season is then unlocking Ryan Jansen van Rensburg. The Lions, when they were playing some of their best rugby, he was so important to them. He's an incredibly aggressive ball carrier, so much good physical presence with the raw pace from Gibson Park. Nobody but her. Richard Took is never going to manage to get there. And that was sort of game, set, match. Sharks tried at the end for consolation try, right where it was almost going over. But yeah, there's certain players which I think they need to unlock. I think Lacagna needs to have a big season next season. But I think Rowan Janssen van Rensburg is someone who, if they can get him playing to the best of his abilities, he's going to score you 5 or 6 tries throughout the season, if not more. And that's going to be very important for them. And you can see right here, just sort of this kind of summing it up. A rolling maul that was going pretty well. All of a sudden, the ball sort of just gets ripped into the middle there, pops back to Jamison Gibson Park, kicks it out. And that, as they say, is that. Back to the drawing board for the Sharks. And again, I don't think they were ever going to win. But you've got to look at this game as a summary of all the shortcomings throughout the season and everything that they need to fix. I think you can probably identify in this game. So yeah, let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. And we'll see you guys soon. We're going to look at Bulls versus Stormers and the Bulls' demolition job there, really. We're also going to have a look at how Connacht managed to beat Ulster. So come back soon to see that.